So literally you're using a tennis ball here, or you can use a lacrosse ball, any kind of small ball that is quite firm. I don't want like a very squishy ball. It can have a little give to it, but it needs to be firm. So these are the 4 muscle groups that I love to use the tennis ball with. And I'm going to give you just a brief demonstration of both. Or rather all 4 of those muscle groups. And then instructions, I would start off light pressure, focus on the tender areas, work across the length of the muscle, hold as tolerated, and then I would do 3 to 5 minutes. So first off, let's look at doing this with the pelvic floor muscles. So literally, this is what you're going to be doing. This ball, you're sitting on the ball. It's going to be probably a little harder to see with my view here, but I think we can do it. So I'm actually just going to get down here and we're going to go over all 4 of these. Okay. I'm a little sore because I did, I think like 21 out of the 30 exercise videos yesterday. So I did them all in one day. Whenever you see the pink, when you see the pink outfit, I recorded all those pink outfits in one day. So you're getting, and so this is actually great for me. In fact, I'm going to go back. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to go back just a little bit because that lighting is bothering me. So I hope you can see me a little better here. So basically, you're going to take this ball, you find your sit bones, and you're going to put it just inside the sit bone, and you're going to sit on it. And if that alone, if you feel that, great. If you need to roll a little bit to feel it, that's fine. I would not sit directly on the tailbone. Okay, so your goal is on either side of the tailbone. That tailbone, we don't want to manipulate it. So I don't think that you would, but just, you know, we're trying to get the muscular soft tissue here. And so you're literally sitting and we're trying to have that tennis ball provide some deep pressure there. Okay, now we're doing the hip adductor muscles. You remember these? These are our inner thighs. Okay, so relaxing your legs. You can do it in a chair. I mean, I want you to be as relaxed as you can. I would advise that you have some back support. You're going to be more comfortable. Your adductors or your inner thigh. So I start down closer to my knee and I'm just kind of rolling. And remember when you did that self-check for the tension, where did you find the tension? I know you felt some tension in your hip adductors. So where was it? I have mine much higher, like down low. I feel hardly nothing. And there isn't a whole lot of adductor activity happening down there. But as you come higher, you have multiple adductor muscles here. Woo! And so stretching, I like to roll it. And then you can also just press and hold, okay? And then work in the different tender areas, and you're working all the way up to your groin crease. Breathing, relaxing, letting that tension go, and then repeating it on the opposite side. So that's hip adductor. Now we go to hip abductor. And so these are your outer hip muscles here, okay? Outer hip. Remember our bone there, our hip bone? So we're going in between that hip bone and the pelvis. And again, use that little guide that we did to find and identify where you have tightness. But you can do that. If you're not feeling it a lot that way, you can roll onto a wall. I feel it a little bit more there, like when I'm rolling on the wall like that. So I have that ball. That feels better to me than using my hands, but you can use your hands. I've even seen some people suggest that you lie on top of this ball. That's hard. That's a lot of pressure. At least for me, it's too intense for me to lie on this ball. But the wall for me is pretty much perfect. And then the last muscle group that we're going to stretch with this tennis ball is the piriformis. So if you remember, here's your sacrum, and then it comes across. This muscle kind of is like a line here that comes across to attach in your hip. And I also like doing this on the wall. So getting, woo, and you can kind of roll up and down. I wish that my body was translucent so you could see what I'm doing, but I have the ball. Here's my sacrum, and I have it here. And then I'm going to go up and down, and I'm just kind of rolling all the way across to my hip. Okay, so up and down, and I'm kind of using my knees. Woo, I need to do this one more, my friends. This is a good one for me. Okay, so rolling all the way around. And this is so cheap, right? Most everyone has access to some kind of ball, or you can create some kind of ball, even with rolled up socks, you know, if you put some masking tape around it. Like, just be creative, get something hard like this tennis ball, and do those 4 techniques where you're rolling. And I think you're going to see some nice improvements in your mobility, your tension, and your tender points. And hopefully your pain, if you have pain.